Start on your back with the physio ball on your abdomen, and then bring your legs and arms up into your supine 90-90 position. Create tension between your elbows and knees through the ball and find your breathing, and then create a little rotation to accentuate the engagement of your abdominal obliques. Hold this position and breathe for time. Then rotate back to the middle and slowly and controlled to the other side, doing the same thing. As you can see, my abdomen's engaged and my rib cage and pelvis are neutral and parallel to each other. Do this as many reps as you can control for time. Start in a seated position with your legs straight and slowly start rounding your back to the floor, one segment at a time, starting with your tailbone. As you do this, your goal is to keep your feet on the ground, preventing your legs from lifting, and control each segment of your spine to the ground as best you can without rushing through any point. If you feel pain as you do this, limit the range of motion, so maybe stop before you get to a pain point and start to work on your core control from there, and then as it gets better, we can go further. If you can control your body all the way to the ground, let's reverse it and fight gravity to come all the way back up. In order to do this slowly and have the video be small enough to show on this app, I sped this up so the real time is actually much slower. Start in a hands and knees position and then work down to your elbows, tuck your toes, and press into the balls of the feet to lift the knees. Pressing through the floor with the forearms, wrists, and hands, find a long spine position, tuck your chin to make your neck long, and then lift one leg to challenge the position. We're going to alternate going side to side, lifting a leg to challenge the position. A good 3 to 5 second hold is appropriate for this, or a longer isometric if you really want to work on one side. As you do this, focus on maintaining a nice integrity of the spine throughout the entire movement. Starting on your hands and knees, press the ground away with your shoulder blades and find a neutral spine position, and then stabilize this position as you extend the hip, abduct it out to the side, externally rotate, and then adduct it back to the middle, and then reverse this movement, going back through these movements, feeling movement from the hip and resisting movement through the spine. The better you get at controlling this movement and the range of motion, the better your hip will feel and will move relative to your spine. If this is something that's relatively simple or you've improved significantly, we can add more challenge by engaging the torso in our bear position, lifting the knees, and then going through that same hip range of motion while now fighting to maintain a stronger core position with more challenge under this load. Start in a side-lying position with the legs staggered. You're going to get tall through the spine and find support through the forearm, wrist, and hand, and the hip on the downside. Now, maintaining strong support through the floor, press to lift the hip and move your body as one unit. The top leg is just going to dangle there and kind of be relaxed, and all of the work is going to be done through the supporting hip on the bottom and the supporting arm on the bottom. A second level to this exercise can be to activate and step through with the top hip. So as you create support with the bottom two limbs, stepping forward with the top leg and adding more challenge to the torso and hip control of this position.